the yarn. So instead of tying this white to my red, I'm going to start weaving with it and then tie it to the red, okay? So what I'm going to do is look, so my red ended on this side, right? So if I was continuing with this red, it would come around to the other side, right? That makes sense to everyone? Yes. So my white is going to start on this side, okay? So what I'm going to do is just leave that red tail, and I'm going to check, okay, so my last row of red was an over, so my next row of colored yarn needs to be an under. Very good. So I'm going to do under, over. So I'm not worried about tying yet. I'm just starting this first color of yarn. And now the reason I'm doing this is because once it's woven in place, it doesn't slide around on you and it's easier to tie, okay? So the other way I showed you previously works, but this is easier. So what I do is make sure I leave a long enough tail. If you make it too short, you're not going to be able to tie it. So that would be too short, okay? So leave it a certain length. Everyone should be looking. Okay, now I'm going to flip it because when we're weaving, we're wrapping around, so it's going to go onto this side. So I'm going to weave one more side, and then I'm going to take a second and tie it. And what I'm tying is the beginning of the white and the end tail of the red, okay? So if I look at it on the side, can you guys see that this is the side of the weaving? So this is the end of the red, and this is the beginning of the white right here. So I'm going to take those two pieces, crisscross, loop it through, tie once, and you can tie it right up against the cardboard. And so it sort of helps steady your knot, and then crisscross, loop it through, tie a second time. Much, much easier than trying to tie it before you started weaving. And then I would just continue doing the next row of white. Any questions about that? So it's the same idea, it's just a little bit easier if you do it that way. So you do your first front and back of your next color, and then you take a second and tie it, and then you can continue.